So it's 12 o'clock in the night, right? And I woke up because I knocked out. And if you know me personally, then you know that I knock out a lot, you know. And one of my goals for next year is to fall asleep, not to knock out. Check. And if you know the difference between falling asleep and knocking out, well, when you fall asleep, right, you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to sleep. And you lie down on your bed and you just lay there and wait for sleep to take you. At that point, you usually, sleepy, or maybe not sleepy, but some people they just fall asleep fast. And then knocking out is when you were, sorry, when you were doing an activity or you were engaging in something, but you're on your bed, but you're doing something. Maybe you texting on your phone, or maybe you're on a call, or maybe you doing some puzzle or whatever, and then you knock out, as in it just goes black, and then boom, next day sometimes you have no memory of what it is that you were doing. If you want to call, you have no memory of what it is that you said. Yeah, that's me. And that happens to me almost every night. Now, usually it's as a result of tiredness that happens, you know. I be tired. And I have identified a few reasons why I'm so tired. It's not necessarily just because of like doing stuff, but it's like an internal tiredness. Because I have this thing about me, right? That I always have to be doing something every second of the day. And when I'm not doing something, like I feel guilty, or whenever I'm like waiting, I usually sit down and think about all the things that I could have been doing with that time and all that like, make me frustrated. That's why I kind of really hate waiting. And I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and they said that is called toxic productivity. And I was like, whoa, that hit me in my chest because that's me, like I I don't like to be I like to be idle. I don't like to I like to have tasks, one after the other, one after the other. No, that doesn't mean I'm working 24/7. Sometimes I mindlessly scroll on social media like everybody else, but I watch videos on YouTube or I watch anime or whatever. But it's like I don't have long periods of time where I just do nothing. I always have something doing, always have something that I want to be engaged in. Yeah, so what were we talking about? Yes, we were talking about I can't remember now. Anyways, so a thought just came in my head, right? Like, how am I gonna name these videos? Like, am I gonna name it by date? Am I gonna name it by because I mean it's not really topics because like I'll start talking about something and start talking about something else. But yeah, I like I said, my goals for next year is to fix my sleep schedule. You check, I want to like, and that's the thing, I have so much like lists and chats and okay, yeah, we're gonna even if I plan out my day and say okay, we're at 8 you're gonna do that, 9 you're gonna do that. You know how life is. It don't exactly happen like that. You know. Sorry, but I kind of miss like like when you were in school, especially high school, and they had like the different periods, and then whenever that the bell goes off, you stop wherever you are, you stop. Like I miss that. I feel like I'd be a little more productive if I could do something like that. So that way I don't take too long on a task. Or like in the case of me being a swimsuit, take too long on a clothes. So like I said to myself, okay, I have 2 hours to do that, and in 2 hours I'm gonna make that skit. Or I'm gonna cut that skit. Yeah, that'd be probably a good way. have cut-off points, like, okay, like when it's 8 o'clock, no more sewing. Because that's the thing, when you are an entrepreneur, your 9 to 5 becomes a 24/7 because no, remember when you was working at 9 to 5, you were one thing, right? So in my case, I used to be an accounts clerk. That was my job. But now that I'm an entrepreneur, I have to do everything myself, because like right now, it's a small business, it's just starting off. Or I won't say just starting off because I have had it for like 3 years now, but like now I taking it serious. So, what was I saying? Yeah, you have to do everything yourself. You check. You have to be your own supplier. Not a supplier, nah. Your inventory clerk. You have to be your own administrative. You have to be your own cashier. You have to be your own sales clerk. You have to be your own marketing manager. You have to be your own. You have to be all in one. And the thing about business is that by the way, I didn't do business like I didn't even do it for CXC, and that I regret, because it would have come in handy. And it's crazy because the teacher that was in a coach, she was like, Lisa, come and do a coach. And I was like, no, no, I don't like business. But it's not about what you like. See, that's another thing, eh? Don't pick subjects based on what you like, okay? Pick subjects based on what you might use. Anyways, so, what was I saying? As a Yeah, you have to wear all these different hats, and not every time you're good at the different hats, you know. But that's the thing, though. We live in a day and age where technical information is readily available. Like it is just everywhere. It can be bad, but it can be good too. So any area it is that you lack in or that you need help or information, there is always somebody you can reach out to, and there's always somewhere you can go to research how to do it. But let me tell you, there's a YouTube video for everything. Trust me. See, I'm making YouTube videos on just me, just talking to myself. Well, I'm not talking to myself because I'm thinking of everybody's gonna be listening, but yeah, you get my point. So anyways, yeah, I'm trying to not make the first set of videos very long because um the attention span of most people is not that long. But then I guess that is what a podcast is. It's just you listening to some. Anyways, guys, so stay blessed, and I'll see y'all next time. Thank you.